I wasn't going to do a video on this since my news team covered it on our main website, but after seeing the mainstream media, Twitter, Facebook, and the Chicago Police Department butcher this story and prevent you from knowing the truth, prevent real justice from taking place, I had to get involved. And I'm up here 3 o'clock in the morning investigating this. But this is a story about the extremely graphic and disturbing video that came out on Facebook Live of a special needs man being kidnapped and brutalized for being white and supposedly supporting Donald Trump. Now, the police don't even know if this man was held for 24 hours or 48 hours as he was kicked, punched, cut in the head, threatened with a knife, had his clothes ripped off, and was forced to drink from a toilet bowl as 4 criminals were making fun of him for being white and supporting Donald Trump. The video speaks for itself. We will not be showing you it here because it is too disturbing. It is up on wearechange.org. We have another contact who reached out to us who supposedly knows the family of the victim, who says that half of the things that they did to this poor kid was not on video, and we are still not knowing exactly what happened to him. Now, how did the police respond to this horrible, politically race-motivated crime? Well, they apprehended 4 of the suspects, but they're calling it a case of simple battery. Simple battery? If you watch this video, you would be outright enraged by these comments. They're saying that this is no big deal. This is some stupid mistake. They're saying that it's a prank of kids just being kids. Look at these comments made by the Chicago Police Department when they were asked if this is going to be treated like a hate crime.
Aware of it as far as any additional incidents, but I think that, like the commander said, I think some of it is just stupidity. You know, people just ranting about something that they think might make a headline. I don't think that at this point we don't have anything concrete to.
When was stupidity used as an excuse to get away with a hate crime, with an outright criminal offense against another human being who is mentally disabled? The police went on.
You know, although they are adults, they're 18. Kids make stupid decisions. I shouldn't call them kids, they're legally adults, but they're young adults and they make stupid decisions. That certainly will be part of whether or not a hate crime is, if we seek a hate crime, to determine whether or not this is sincere or just stupid ranting and raving.
Sincere or not, the crime happened, you imbecile, you ignorant, asinine broadhead. Are you kidding me? It happened, and you have to investigate if it was sincere or not. The video is clear. Why is the Chicago Police Department hesitant to call it exactly what it was? These grown adults are seen on their own social media brandishing guns. They have prior criminal records. They have bragged about how they have guns in a gun-free zone of Chicago. That worked out really well. And how they just got out of jail. Now, how did Facebook respond? Because that video was broadcasted live all over Facebook. Well, first of all, people started reporting this video because obviously it was graphic content promoting violence against white people. Now, when people reported this, Facebook actually responded, and after reviewing the video at first, it said that it didn't violate any community standards. Are you kidding me? Eventually, because of the public outcry, they took the video down, but they are saying that this video was okay to their community standards from the very beginning. Twitter, with the hashtags related to this, vanishing, totally, just gone, completely. Totally censored. Now, how did the mainstream media respond? Because we know the mainstream media loves to talk about hate crimes. They've been all over them ever since Donald Trump got elected. Many of them who have been exposed of being outright fake and manipulated to make it look like white people were attacking people of color. Like the very fact of how a white supremacist was supposedly guilty of burning down a black church and painting "Vote Trump" on it. Meanwhile, that story came out to be completely bogus, and it was an African-American man who did that. False flags that the mainstream media have run with previously before, that have promoted it previously before, but when it comes to this, we are seeing just silence, a majority of silence. CNN did cover this, but they bleeped out the criminal saying F white people. Look at their headline that they ran. The headline that they ran about this event was, 4 people have been arrested in connection with an attack broadcasted on Facebook Live, Chicago police say. The most boring headline that they could possibly run with that doesn't give you the full side of the story here. And they're on CNN right now saying, well, we don't know if it was hate crime or if it was politically motivated. The video speaks for itself, you dumbasses. Meanwhile, when a stupid lady goes off and rants in a store, they run with race. It was racially charged rant. And of course, they use that to play up against their divide and conquer scheme that we're seeing unfold in front of us. And sadly, there's been other horrible human beings online who condoned this attack and said to give them full force and to do it again, but just not to put it on Facebook Live. Just insane people who actually even celebrated this when it was happening on Facebook Live. So with all of this happening, shame on those horrible human beings that have no dignity at all as a disabled man is being tortured. How dare you, number one, but second of all, how dare you, mainstream media, Twitter, Facebook, and the Chicago Police Department try to butcher this story? What is wrong with you? Now, this is the initial accounts of what is happening, the initial reaction. Only public outrage, only with people sharing this video, getting this information out there to the mass public could change how this story is being perceived, and we have that power right now within all of us, because the more eyes there are on this, the more truth people will actually see, instead of the muddying of the waters, instead of the bullcrap that they're pushing on us. Now, of course, this is pushing, again, more divide and conquer amongst the people. Let's not make this happen. Let's call it exactly what it was. Let's be honest with each other, for frick's sakes. Let's stop trying to cover up exactly the truth of this situation, and let's deal with it, and let's move on in a better, honest, real freaking way. I don't know what else to say about this.